Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, June 9th, 2019. Mixed signals. Yeah, BTC's giving off mixed signals. We're going to check out, are whales buying or selling? It's really difficult to tell right now given the patterns. And we're also going to see what else is affecting it on how they are shaking loose your coins. Also, Vechain accumulation. Yeah, we're going to be looking at charts today and checking out Vechain accumulation, how it is currently in the accumulation phase if you did not know. Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So let's go ahead and head on over to Vechain since that is a shorter discussion right off. And let's go over here. This is Vechain versus BTC. This is on the daily chart on Binance. And what we're looking at is, yeah, you can see how it goes down. And this is Wyckoff. Okay, this is Wyckoff. Let's go ahead and mark this up. So how I mark this up is that, let's see, we have our selling climax here. All right, our selling climax down at the bottom. Let's copy and paste that. And then that's like the buying climax, or actually, in this case, the automatic rally. And in between these two lines, the automatic rally and the selling climax, that defines the trading range. So it bounces all up and down around here. And within this is on, keep in mind, this is on the daily time frame. Inside, Wyckoff can be used at shorter time frames. For instance, right here, we have a markdown, the, big old sell-off here marked down. And then we can have another line here where, lo and behold, this is the selling climax. Let me scroll in so you guys can see it. Let me scroll on over. Okay, to where this is the selling climax, and I have that marked by a line. And then this is the buying climax. And so it could be bouncing around in here for a shorter time frame. But scrolling on out to to the daily, looking at the whole thing, we can see that it's in a very large trading range, which it is going through. And this whole period here, it's basically, you can call it a game, okay, or a battle within a war. And yeah, so yeah, you can call it that way if you like. But in Wyckoff terms, this is called a campaign. And campaigns can last for days, weeks, months, or even years. This particular campaign for Vechain is running, well, if we start way back here, that date is July 2018. And as you can see, this campaign is going on beyond a year. And it looks like it might go, further. It's a very, very long campaign. The good news about this with Vechain is that it has very strong Wyckoff signatures, which means that a composite operator is interested in Vechain. And that is a very good sign compared to let's say compared to other altcoins where a composite operator, i.e. a large institution, etc., something like that, is not interested in the coin, then it just goes wherever. But Vechain definitely looks like it has a composite operator that's interested in the movements of Vechain. And yes, of course, they are having influence on how it moves. That's just how markets are, and that's how Wyckoff got started in the first place, is by analyzing how the big, large players move the market. So moving on, as we can see here, that right now, in this little section, that, let me get my little drawing tool out, my little brush. In this section right here, it's below the selling climax line. And it does that, it does test. What it's doing is it's checking for supply. Is there supply down here? Are people selling? Well, yeah, there was some sells, but not like really huge huge sells, okay? One thing to note is that up here, weakness comes at the top. As you can see here, large sells. Notice we did not have any sells that significant down here. Okay, so that is interesting in the respect that that means that there's somewhat of a shortage of supply, or supply is starting to dry up. Now we need to take a look at the financial reports that Vechain is going to release soon to see how much they dumped on the market. So hopefully there's not that much going to be left to be dumped. But nevertheless, as we can see here, this is on the daily, we do have higher lows, which is very nice. The amplitude is getting smaller. So that's the amplitude is the range here, right? Okay, so that is decreasing, which is a good sign. And it did a lower test, but it's bouncing back up. So yeah, those are good things. And then with the bars, let me scroll in a little bit more. We take a look at the bars. Yeah, I see the amplitude was up here and is bouncing around. We can see that the height of the bars are generally decreasing. Okay, which is a good thing. The spread between the bars is actually getting smaller overall. Okay, and over time we look for this to get pretty tiny, like these guys here, for a batch of them to get smaller and smaller. Also note that we have a decrease in volume here, which is quite interesting, and there is a lot of sell pressure going on. You see that all the way up here? It pushed the close up here. It pushed the close up here. This one, it pushed the close up, close up, close up. There aren't any where it's down here at the bottom. Okay, and that's the close. Let me go ahead and get rid of those things. So that's a good sign. So Vechain to me is looking pretty good. It's coming out of its lower bounds test, which it got rejected from going down lower. Yes, that's a nice sign. And what can we look to see for in the future? Well, we can look usually as far as Wyckoff goes, some type of test moving up here, test along the way, all the way up here into this range. Yeah, so there we go. So there's Vechain. If you haven't done your research, check out Vechain. VET is its ticker. What do you think of Vechain, guys? Not saying buy, sell, whatever, hold. Check it out. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that is Vechain. So let me go over, make sure I have, hey, there's Cat Chi-Chi. Hey, Cat Chi-Chi, how's it going? Going ahead and break this out. It's a Sunday night, probably not too many viewers. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at BTC to see what in the world is going on. Let's go to BTC. USD. Let's try Bittrex, why not? Okay, so this is the daily. We all know it went up, right? And a lot of people are freaking out about it going down. Okay, fine. Let me get this wacky Elliott wave thing going off of there. All right, so what do we see in BTC? Wow, if you notice these candles here, very similar pattern as far as the demand pressure. The buying pressure is pushing the closes up, and this one closed near the top. It's a small volume, and it's pushed up, which is actually a bullish sign. Yeah, that is a bullish sign. So it looks like this part, this sign of weakness here from this candle, if you can see that one right there, it's a sign of weakness there, has pretty much been eaten up within this range here. So its momentum has been decreased. So what is really going on with Bitcoin? Are they, because it's giving off signals. It's giving off signals that this is actually it's a pretty classic Wyckoff distribution. So they're distributing coins up here. They mark it up, they get it up high, they dump the bags, as indicated here, 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 but notice that's on the decrease, so that's cool. So are they getting ready to dump this thing? Well, they could be. Why would they dump it? Well, to create liquidity. All right, that's why they would do that, is to create liquidity. But they found a different way. They're being very sneaky about this one, and it's quite ingenious. I really have to give Binance a tip of the hat here, because they are being really sneaky. And let's go check out why. If we go over here to Binance, BTC, let's go to the percent change, right? And everybody and their brother has been clicking on this, looking for, oh my gosh, what's the highest percent change? You know, where can I go and get the most return out of the money that I have? And oh, look at GXS up 84%. And people are saying, oh, dang, I missed it. Let's go sell Bitcoin and hop onto this bad boy, okay? That's what they're doing. They are selling Bitcoin. Selling Bitcoin. This is why they are doing all of these spikes. Why things are going up a few coins that have no reason, no rhyme or reason to go up at all, fundamentally, or anything, no news or anything. They're just pumps. That's why they're going up. And the reason being is because when it goes up, you cash out, you sell your Bitcoin and swap it for GXS. This is a form of a shakeout. It is a form of a shakeout using another asset to entice you to sell your Bitcoin for this. In other words, they're saying, give me your gold, I'll trade you copper for it. But I'm going to say copper is worth a lot and can go up more. And so you give them their Bitcoin. You give them your Bitcoin. So they are doing a false shakeout of BTC right now. If that wasn't occurring, if this type of stuff was not occurring, and we've seen it with what else has been a popular one? Atom, remember Atom? That thing pumped. Remember that? I was playing this one. This was fun. And yeah, it was a lot of fun catching these. Yeah, absolutely. So that was one that was a lot of fun. And then this one down here, Matic. Oh yeah, that's been a fun one. So yeah, nice bumps up, and yeah, it's cooling down. So then they picked another one. Right now it is GXS, and it is going like, it's going like a bat out of hell. It was at 82%, now it's at 77. So it's like diving. Oh my gosh, it's diving. But that's what they're doing. They're pumping the coins over here, especially the ones that they have the offerings on, the initial offerings. They're getting your Bitcoin. They're dropping these, so you're losing money because you're trying to get these pumps. You buy in high because they happen in like a 2-minute time frame or something like that. Let's go down to the 5-minute. Okay, this is a 5-minute, so we see some pumps here. Let's go down to 1 minute. Okay, so this is happening in the 3 to 1 minute time frame. Okay, definitely, yeah, between 3 is the maximum, so let's call it 2-minute time frame, okay? That's when all these pumps are occurring. And there's only 3 of them, guys. 1, 2, 3. That's it on a 3-minute time frame. People don't have a chance, if they're not in here early, they don't have a chance to catch it. They might be able to get in down here, but it's not the huge pump, okay? And then they see here, okay, it's going down, all this good stuff. Anyway, the point is that they are enticing people to swap their Bitcoin for these other, well, you can call them a poo coin or whatever you like, okay? There's a lot of not so nice words for them. I call them, excuse me, let me get some coffee here right quick. I call them price action only coins. Yeah, that's me. Price action only coins, because they're exciting to go up. But yeah, so that is what they're doing. They are being very, very sneaky. They are luring your Bitcoin away. And if they weren't able to do that, this thing would dump to entice you, to scare you, to get your Bitcoin out, to drop your Bitcoin and to sell it. Why is this? What do you think this is? I think this is bullish. Let's make that bigger, shall we? Yeah. I think this is bullish. This is a bullish sign. Even though we do have pretty clear on the daily chart, we do have pretty clear signs of distribution. But it's a quasi-distribution. Yeah, we do have the sales going on here, but we have a lot more sales, people switching, going over to the other coins. So the thing is that they don't have to force this down to scare you. This is happening. The sales of Bitcoin are happening more organically, and so we're not seeing the huge dumps. And if you look at it here on the daily, it doesn't look that bad, guys. You know, it doesn't look that bad. If we look here, we still have the general trend is up like this, right? Yeah. But so that's a really interesting thing. Think about that. What is going on? Why is this bullish? Because they are basically accumulating Bitcoin. And by they, I mean the exchange. Yeah, which is what they want. And are you trading against the exchange? Absolutely. Regardless of what they say, you are trading against the exchange. Yeah, so what do you guys think? That's about it for this video. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, get notified. Get notified on these videos where I give you information and scenarios that you can think about. Maybe it will put things in a different light, and you might say, "Oh yeah, that is happening. Yeah, I know we're selling Bitcoin. That's why it's going down, of course. But we're not having these huge downward moves. This thing should be down here, right? Like a big bad head and shoulders, right? Head and shoulders. What happens after that? It dumps. I don't think we're going to see that because they are actually getting the coins. So they are having a, basically, once again, a distribution pattern here. Distributing the coins. They're getting the coins. They're getting the money. And so it's actually a form, it's really ingenious. They're having a distribution at the same time in a reaccumulation. Okay, guys? That's why people are so confused about this. There's two events going on simultaneously. The end result is that the exchange is profiting. Okay, that's the end result. And you always got to keep that in mind. Follow the money, right? Follow the money. Okay, so that's about it. I'm going to go see if there's anybody on the chat. If not, going to bail. But yeah, like, subscribe, and get notified. So let's look at the chat. See what some of my greatest viewers in the world have to say. Excuse me. Yeah, so there's Cat Chi-Chi. VThor is making moves. Yeah, let's look at VET again. Let's look at it versus BTC on the Binance. If you look at it on the daily chart, it actually looks quite impressive. If you look at the pattern that's going on here is Wyckoff accumulation. This whole thing in here is accumulation, which is an accumulation can be painful. All right, accumulation can be painful. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. It is definitely making moves. Vechain just takes time to play out. Okay, this is like a really long, multi-year campaign for Vechain, It's not one of those pump and dumps where it's going to go up and then just bleed out all the way to the bottom and then be dead. No, this is actually showing that it has heavy interest from big time investors. Okay, big time. So yeah, make a moves. Vet and so Mega Montclair says Vet and TKY are amazing projects. Yeah, they are. You know, I haven't looked at TKY in a while. Let's go bring it up. So you go over to KuCoin, go to exchange, go up to the pair, TKY, which is the key. Helps if you can type. Yeah, I know my keyboard's loud. It is an awesome keyboard. If you guys need one. Okay, so this is on the 30-minute. What has it been doing? Huge buy. That's interesting. That is a huge buy. Boom, boom. Okay, and it closed all the way right back down here. Interesting. It matched this one here. Interesting. That's on the 30-minute. Let's go to the 4-hour. Okay. This is versus USDT. Lots of activity right in here. Huge interest. Huge accumulation down here at the very bottom. Right? Down here at the very bottom. Huge accumulation. All right. And they've had some really good news. They had some really good news. So that is TKY. Amazing project. Do your research on them. How do you do your research? Go over here to CoinGecko or whatever site like that. Type in TKY. Most of them usually have some type of thing where you can go to their Reddit. And then this one right here, the key. Essential information, they need it. So go ahead and read the essential information. It'll give you a whole bunch of links. Okay, you'll have 2 weeks, 3 weeks of research just right there. Definitely do your research on the key. Amazing project, absolutely. So Maria Palma has had Vet for a while and loves the project. Awesome. Always glad to meet a fellow Venetian. Venetian is reserved for old school, old time holders. Yeah, when it used to be Ven. Good old Ven. Okay. AJ wants to know a buck soon on Vechain. Oh, I hope so. Let's go over here. Let's get that off. Okay, here's like the dollar amount, right? No, this is sats. Let's go over to Vet USDT. Okay, and you know the chart looks similar, right? Okay, guys, it looks similar, except it bounced up a little bit quicker and higher versus Tether than it has versus BTC. Okay, so right now it's at almost 3/4 of a penny. Wow, that's impressive. So it's like a penny. That it's below a penny, guys. So where is a buck on here? Where is a buck? Dollar is way up here. A dollar is way up here. That's a long way to go. And let's shrink this thing down. So a dollar actually could it reach that? Yeah, I don't know. I certainly hope so. Soon. Look how far it has to go. Okay. Now, as far as its all-time high when it was Ven, that would be right around, let's see, it's about $9. $9 during its all-time high when it was Ven, because there was a 100-to-1 split, so that'd make its all-time high 90 cents. Okay, Oh wait, is that even right? Holy cow, no, it's way off. $1 is way up here, man. No, I must have something wrong. I must have something wrong. Okay, so that's 10 cents right there. Yeah, 9 cents. Yeah, right around here would be their all-time high. But $1 soon. Look how small that is, man. It's, you know, everything's possible, right? But that would be one heck of a move. Is it likely? I don't see it likely. It depends on what you mean by soon. Okay? Keep in mind this is a multi-year project. So if you're thinking soon as being in the next few months, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'd like it to hit a penny, you know? Yeah, let's shoot for a penny first, and then we'll come back to that question, okay? They are having an announcement, which I'm thinking will be announced probably during the European cryptocurrency festival, right? Whatever it is. And that's going to be held on the 16th to the 18th. So we'll see if there's any announcements that come out of that thing. Vechain has some big announcements, so we'll see. We'll see just how big they are. Interesting times for Vet. Okay, so Mega McClure wants to know that, stating that a lot of people are talking about 100,000 or $1 million Bitcoin. What do I think is the actual possibilities of those numbers? Well, you're in luck. Check out my video that I have. It's in the link below, and it says like must watch future of Bitcoin. Okay? Watch that, and near the end, you'll see, and I'll take you through the steps that are occurring. Okay, and many of them have occurred so far, and you'll just see that 1 million might be low. Yep, that's right, you heard me. Why do you think Binance is coming up with these schemes to get Bitcoin? Oy. Or it could dump to zero, right? It could dump to zero. It's the market. But yeah, check that link out. Check that video. It's a remote viewing, and many things of it have come to pass. Quite interesting. And I'll give you some geopolitical reasons on why. Okay? Hey, Leonard. How's it going? Hey, Dances. Interesting side note for people that conduct brain drain ops. Using tactics to promote thought chains. I'm watching these freaks. What do you mean, Dances? You go on nasty people. I'm like commando ops on Red Beanie. Oh, man. Okay, there you go. Just scrolling on down, see what you're having to say here. Okay, Dances. That's well, trading is a form of war. Absolutely right. If you guys haven't read Sun Tzu's The Art of War, do yourself a favor, pick it up. You can probably get it on ebook or go down to the bookstore and get it for like $5 or something like that. It's probably one of the best things you could actually get as far as playing the market. And it's not just this market, it's other markets, okay? Just sales in general, actually. So check that out. Yeah, so dances, watch those freaks you're talking about, okay? So if Vet or the TKY hits $2, Mega Marclair is going to retire on a private island. That sounds good to me, man. Sounds real good. I hope you can retire on a private island. All your own. And Diesel Hound's thinking Vet's going to hit $1 by 2022. Yeah, 2020, 2021 has real interesting energy for Vechain. Okay, I'm looking, I have my eye on the Olympics in Tokyo coming up in 2020. There should be some interesting stuff there. A lot of energy right around that time period. So Dancer says, we need to devise a counterattack to the PSYOP and all that. That's what I'm telling you guys. You do. It's called Wyckoff. Yeah, you see what they're doing. Wyckoff did a study for many years on the manipulators, the big guns, like Dow. Yeah, you guys have heard of Dow. Yeah, like Dow, JP Morgan. He did a study on those people. Was friends with some of them, the big market makers, the big movers, the best of the best at that time. And that's how I came up with his theories and stuff. And so yeah, I'm showing you some of the stuff here. That's how we counterattack. We be sharks. We become sharks, and we take bites out of these whales. That's what we do. And Wyckoff helps you do that. Okay, and Kachichi says they've been using Vechain. Binance is distributing VThor. Yeah, it distributes VThor once a month, so that's really cool. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Go ahead and like, subscribe, get notified. Tell me what you think about about how they are enticing people to sell their Bitcoin, which is actually a bullish sign. So let me know. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Take it easy.